Hi guys. Okay, so from my last video, I told you guys that I got accepted into Rotary Youth Exchange, and that on Sunday I had to go to a meeting in Fairfax, Virginia, which is like 3 hours away from where I live, and it was just a meeting where everybody goes and oh, you can't hear me. Okay, there we go. That's better. And so I'm eating dinner. But okay, so in the video, I talked about how I had to go to Fairfax, and I had a Rotary meeting with other students that uh, that applied to be in the exchange too. So pretty much what we did was I got there 30 minutes early, so I'm always late to everything. I'm never on time. I'm either late or I'm like so early. It was kind of embarrassing though, because it wasn't embarrassing though. It's more like it was so awkward. Um, see, I'm average, like not like I'm like okay. When I got there, it wasn't like a building. It was a house that we're all going to, and it was this fancy like rich people house. Um, which I mean, for them it's like everyday life, but to me, that was like that's a luxury. Like that is awesome. Like the house is just huge compared to the apartment that I live in. So I felt kind of uncomfortable there because everybody they were all fancy and had like and I had to bring an appetizer, and I brought pigs in a blanket, so that wasn't fancy, but it was okay because out of all the food that everybody brought, we had to like it was all like set out in plates on a table, and mine was the only one that was completely gone. Like everybody ate it all, so I was excited about that. Anyways, so we had that, and and there were so many people there, and but there were only actually like uh there are people like other exchange students that went last year or whenever, parents or host families that here in the U.S. and there were four other exchange students just like me who applied and that are going to be outbound students, and I met them and stuff. So and they told me about like not like how they applied and all that stuff. But anyways, it was cool. There was a bunch of food and everything. So as you all know, since I didn't get to find out what country I was going to, I was pretty upset. But it was still cool though. The thing we had to go downstairs, and which of course was another big room, and had like this huge pool room, and we had people. This huge like room, like this playroom, I guess, and and the four exchange students, they lined up, and that was the moment they were going to find out what country they were going to. So I was like, great, why didn't I do this sooner? And I guess I kind of regret it, but it's my mistake and I learned from it, but it's okay though. So they did that, and here's what they did. They went around and they were like, hi, my name is blah blah blah. My number one choice was blah 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 blah. So they said that, and then they each of them had an envelope. I thought that was so cool. Like it was really exciting. So they had the envelope. They're opening it up, and sorry, I'm still kind of sick. Um, they open it up and they take it out, and then they're like, oh, I got Germany, and I was like, oh, that's so cool because it showed like it was a paper and it had the flag on it, and it was just really cool how how they did it, and it was cool. And we had two German exchange students there too, so they were really excited that she was going. So the 4 kids here, one got Germany, one got Russia, and another one got Germany, and then the other one got Thailand. So I was like, yay, that's cool. And then, and of course we went around introducing everybody, and I was like, just standing like to myself, like, yeah, okay. But so they introduced me, and I had my application with me ready to go. So I gave the youth exchange officer my application, and he looked through it. He said everything was there, so it was all good. And then, so he was like, he looked at my country list, and I told you guys I had to have 5 countries, and and anyways, so he looked at it and he said, I'm gonna have to change it because recently he got an email saying that some of the countries already are full and they don't take any more exchange students. So I was like, oh, please do not let South Korea be on there. Please, please, please. Like, I was just like, I was dreading it. Like, if it was on that list, I was going to be like, I don't want to go anymore. Well, no, because, they still had Japan. Because I still want to go to Japan. So, anyways, so I look at the list, and out of my 5 choices, 2 of them I couldn't do. So I was like, the other 3 that were fine was South Korea, Japan, and Taiwan. So I was like, okay, that's fine. So I changed my 2 other top 5 countries, which was India and South Africa, to Indonesia and Thailand. So I have South Korea, Japan, Taiwan, Indonesia, and Thailand, which I'm really excited for. And so the youth exchange officer, he's really nice, and he was like, he was very attentive. He was like, I'm going to help you make sure you get the application sent and you get your country that you're going to. So I was very excited. He said that, well, I just went yesterday to the meeting, so he said he's going to send the application today, overnight. So we get there tomorrow, and then hopefully they can tell me Wednesday or Thursday. And I'm like freaking out, but if they don't tell him Wednesday or Thursday, that means they will tell him Saturday, which is like, don't tell him Saturday, just tell me Wednesday, Thursday, like, why not? Just go ahead and do it, because it's like killing me. But so I was like, yeah, okay. So like at school, that's like all I can think about today. And this week, it's exam week and SOL week. It's like, this couldn't fall on a worst week. This couldn't fall on the worst week because I have to be studying right now. Like, right now I have to be studying, I have to do all this stuff because I have an exam tomorrow for math, and I'm not studying. Like, I'm watching up all these videos about other exchange students, and like, I'm doing all this stuff. Like, I'm doing all this stuff, and I'm just like, I can't concentrate at all. Like, why? Sorry. So, it's like, it's nerve-wracking, and it's like, I can't do this, but, so they said anytime now, like, after I get my country, anytime now, they can tell me, like, who my host family is. What my host family is, so it's like, just freaking out. So once they tell me, like, on Wednesday or Thursday, when I'm at school, I'm not going to be able to concentrate at all. I'm going to be like, when are they going to call me? Like, oh, what country am I going to? So it's pretty crazy. So I have this thing where I'm debating between which country I hope I really get. Definitely between South Korea and Japan, but the thing is, there's pros and cons, and I'll give you those right now, okay? Pros about going to South Korea. Language, I can read it. Easier to learn than Japanese. Con. Pro for Japan. I think, school-wise, a whole lot better. School-wise, a whole lot better, not staying until 10 or anything, 5 or 6, that's decent. Cotton for Korea. Korean for Korea. K-pop, dramas, K-dramas, everything, movies. Pro for both Japan and Korea. Food. A pro for Japan. I think they're more open to foreigners than Korea, and just one thing I'm really worried about, like, I know a lot of people, well, I don't know, but Korea has many queens, or let me say, okay, I don't want to be like offensive or anything, but you know, they're very much into their look, and that's something I'm worried about. You know, I don't have a look, you know, I'm not skinny, I'm not fat, but you know, I'm just there, and I don't have the perfect teeth, which is like, I have a gap, and it's soft, so that's one thing I'm really worried about, like, are they gonna, like, I don't know. And I mean, pretty much on average, all, like, people in Asia are kind of skinny, so, like, all the other exchange students that I've seen are Chinese, so, but yeah, it's okay. If you guys know anything, you can let me know. So, but yeah, and oh, and how I was talking about earlier, how like they're really rich, and you know, I live in like little basic apartment. You guys are wondering, how am I able to afford to go on this exchange trip? Well, first of all, it's Rotary, and Rotary is a pretty good, it's a cheap program. Not like $100 or anything, but it's like, compared to most programs, it's really good, like I said earlier in my other video. But it's $4,000 pretty much, plus the airplane ticket, which you have to pay for that, and insurance and pocket money. So compared to other programs, it's really good. But how I'm going to pay for it, and you guys are probably like, people out there that are like, my family can't afford this, you know, we're in debt and everything. Well, my mom, she's working really hard, like, because she knows she's trying to support me and everything, because she knows this is what I really want to do, and she wants me, like, my mom is so supportive, like, she's like, I want you to do this. Well, I wanted to do it, but she's like supporting me, like, she says, I'll go all the way with you, like, this is a good experience for you. Like, I love my mom so much, and it's going to be really hard when I leave, and she said that herself too, like, she doesn't even know what she's going to do when I leave, but it's going to be, but she said she wants me to do this, so, it's not, like, unlike most parents that are like, you are not leaving this house, or, like, you're not going to some foreign country, or whatever, blah, 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 blah. So she was very supportive. If you want to find ways to, like, tell your parents that you want to do this, and you think they're going to say no, you can tell me, and I'll give you some ways to do that, because, you know, it's just, my mom is really supportive, and in everything I do, and we have a really good relationship, so it's pretty good. So if I'm like, can I go to a friend's house, you know, she's like, yeah, sure. It's just, you know, I'm always honest with her, you know. If I'm honest with her, like, let's say I did something really bad, and I'm honest with her, she'll be more understanding than if I hold it in and then she finds out later, she'll be mad. So we have that kind of relationship, so it's good. So anyways, got off track. How we afford it is, well, it's gonna take, you know, work to do. So I'm only 15, so I can't really work, but I can get a work permit. So I'm just gonna find like a little basic job, you know, little easy job that I can do, you know, to get pocket money, kind of pay for my airfare, and mom can kind of do the rest. But because I don't want to do this on her own, so I'm gonna help her do that. Cause I mean, 2 years ago, I went with People to People, and I went to Australia, and that's a really expensive program. And we did it. Like, I did it. I went to Australia, and it wasn't, and everybody on that program, like, everybody's family was, like, rich. Like, they were, well, not rich, but they had, money. And we didn't. And the way I did it was I got scholarships, I got donations, and I worked really hard. Well, didn't work that hard that I wish I did, but, I'm going to get that. I'm going to do that. So, it was pretty good how it went. I know, and you know how like every year you get taxes, like yearly tax or whatever, and like we get like $7,000, I don't know, something like that. So we use some of that too, but we got it. So I went. So it's kind of the same way it'll probably go for this, except this. See, people, I paid like $7,000 for that. In this program, it's only like $4,000, and I'm going for a whole year instead of 1 month if I was going, with People to People. So it was pretty good. And hey guys, sorry. It's actually 8 o'clock, so I really have to study for math. It's like I have Algebra 2, Trigonometry. It's 2 classes in one semester, so it's a pretty hard class, and I have to really study for it. I took a practice test all today, and I was like so lost. I was like, what? There was like 14 questions, and I only got 2 right. Way to be smart. But anyways, so yeah, once they tell me what country I'm going to, I'll let you guys know. And I'll see you guys later. Oh, yeah, sorry about the dress today. It's kind of lazy. Yeah, well, I should go. Bye, guys. Oh, comment and like, subscribe. Yeah, whatever. Bye, guys.